Hi, I'm Jennifer Wojciechowicz with Jennifer and Coaching, and I want to talk to you about mindless eaters. We'll talk about who they are and what they look like, and some things that you can do, some tricks and tips to help you, if you are a mindless eater, to get past that. And I have to let you know that I mindless eat from time to time, and that's okay. If it happens once in a while, it's not a big deal, but if it's something that's impacting your life, where you're finding you're putting extra weight on your frame, or you're ignoring something in your life that you know that you don't want to ignore, this is an area that you want to look at. So mindless eaters tend to be procrastinators. They, don't they avoid the situations that are bothering them, um, and they don't want to deal with their feelings. So if you had a really difficult day at work, it was really stressful, you came home, the house is a mess, your kids aren't acting the way they should act. And then, those are the days, the harder the day, the more likely you're going to mindlessly eat because it's going to be your coping mechanism to numb out. And it's going to help you relax without actually dealing with the issue. And you find that mindless eaters generally find like silence is awkward. They don't want it, they want to have something to do. So the mindless eating is your avoidance tool. So you also generally always have a second thing going on when you're eating, like watching TV, maybe working on the computer, or reading or doing something else. So if you can learn, and this will take time, it doesn't happen overnight, but learn how to enjoy spending time alone by yourself. You could start a meditation practice. That could be super helpful. Just start with a couple minutes every day. You're going to find that could be very soothing for you. You'll also gaining some tools on how to communicate with others so that you can have a voice in your life would give you an empowering feeling that you might not turn to mindlessly eat. Generally, mindlessly eaters are, they're hungry for compassion. And this needs to come from themselves. You can't rely on the compassion from others. So doing something as simple as, there's a self-love technique that Louise Hay does. It's called the mirror technique, where you look yourself in the eye in the mirror and say, I love you, or you're beautiful, or, a feel-good statement. And you do it every day repetitively until you believe it and you feel it and you know it. Generally speaking, the reason why mindless eaters don't change is because they just don't know where to start. They get overwhelmed really easy, and they use their coping mechanism as they mindlessly eat some more. So a couple of things that could be very helpful for you is to keep your hands busy. So if you know that you mindlessly eat in the evening, at the end of the day, you need to relax, and you get out your chips or your nuts or your whatever you like, and you sit in front of the TV. Instead of putting that food out there, or even if you still put the food out there, have something else to do. Maybe have a coloring book. You could knit. You can learn to knit. You could get some of those like adult puzzles that are really difficult, just so that you're using your hands. If you're watching TV, you can hold tea, so you have something in your hands at the same time, or needlepoint. I think people can get really good at that. You don't need to look down quite as often. Or, reading. But put something in your hands so that you put less in your mouth. Another thing to do is to kind of flip the scenario altogether. So instead of mindlessly eating, you're going to have the intention to mindfully eat. So you're going to eat, and it's going to happen. So choose what you're going to eat. Pick foods that you actually like, and savor the food, enjoy the process. You can even create an environment that's beautiful. Put the food on china, make it pretty, sit at a table with candles, put soft music on. Make it a feast for your senses so that you're not just focused on the, generally you're not focused on the food. You're going to make it about the food and all the senses around the food. So before you eat, smell the food, feel the food, hold it. When you're chewing, chew as slow as you can. And you want to taste it, because sometimes you're going to find that just by slowing down a little bit, you don't even like the food you're eating, or you get to a certain point where it was good the first couple of bites, but by the end, it's not so tasty. So having that slow down could really actually give you a different awareness. I love that. My little one just came home from school. Awareness of what it is that you're eating. So another great tip is, and this is even during any time you eat, breakfast, snacks, lunch, is to say a little thanks and grace. And that's going to really be helpful. Hang on. Let me just finish this up almost done, okay? Go ahead over. And it'll benefit you. You can blindfold yourself, which is actually going to intensify you of the awareness of your food. Well, let me know how this goes for you.
Very uncomfortable.
Let me know how this goes for you. And any questions, please let me know. Any comments, let me know. If you have made any progress or found any good tips or tools to share with others, absolutely let us know that as well. But I hope this was helpful, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.